Hi everyone, my name is Maria. Today I'm excited to start documenting what my garden looks like throughout the year. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with this section of the garden. In this first pot, we have some white calla lilies. Next to it, we have some lemongrass, some straw flowers. So they're pretty small right now, but they get very tall. Next to the straw flowers, we have a pineapple sage. At the base of it, we have a lemon bee balm. And next to it, we have a strawberry spinach that is pretty small right now. Next to it, we have a shiso plant in the back and then a basil in the front. Then we have here a tall blue borage. And then right underneath it, we have a lemon bee balm, a blue hyssop next to it, and then we also have a white borage. All of these are plants or flowers that are new to me this year. On the next side, all of this row here contains different types of peppers. So the first pepper in the first container is a serrano pepper. It is planted with other plants like this onion, a chamomile, and some parsley here at the back. Next to it here we have another pepper plant. This one is an habanero. And in this container, we also have some onions, another chamomile, and also a shallot that doesn't look like it survived. And this next container, we have another pepper with other plants, including this onion here, a chamomile, a yellow Swiss chard, some basil, and the pepper here is a Thai pepper. We're coming up on another pepper here. This one is another serrano pepper. It's growing with onions, a small chamomile plant there, and also a shallot. Next to it, we have a scorpion tail pepper. And this one is growing with also onions, dill, a chamomile, and a shallot. That was the last pepper on this row. And here we have a volunteer, not sure what it is, so I will keep you posted. Here we have a fig on its third season, growing with some parsley. So one of the things that you've probably noticed from the containers that I've shown you so far is that I don't usually use the amount of space necessary for each specific plant. So I'm trying to different things and trying to maximize the space that I have here, and trying to grow things that I might be interested in growing them at a later date to its full potential. So this is the next section that we'll take a look at now. Here we have a Carolina Reaper and a container with a fig. Here we have another pepper, which is the devil's tongue, with a mix of lettuce and a calendula plant here. The next one here, this is a chile de árbol or bird speak. In the back you have a container there with a fake cutting. Now we have another Carolina Reaper in this container. First we have the chamomile, shallot, and then also an onion. This next container also includes another pepper. This one is Dragon's Breath, and it's growing with onions, a chamomile, and a shallot in the back. In this small container here, there's a couple plants or seedlings of the sensitive plant. So now let's take a look at another section of the garden here. This is the section that we'll go through now. In our first container here, we have onions in the front with some basil and also some cilantro, which is I'm excited to grow. So this is the first year where it has looked this good. In the next container, we also have another cilantro, some Swiss chard, a dazzling blue kale, which I also like a lot, and some snow peas in the back. Next to it, we have another thing that I'm really excited about this year. This is a pod zinnias. So they're all seedlings, and you can see a little one right there too. Next to it, we have another pepper. This one is a Scotch bonnet, and next to it, or in the back, we see some cuttings of rosemary that look like they're taking. In front here, we have a curry plant. And then right next to it or above it, we have another pot with multiple plants. Here we have celery. Next to it, there's a basil plant and behind, and it's also a broccoli plant in this container. In the front here, this is something also I'm really excited about. This is pomegranate cuttings that look like they are rooting. Next to it, this is a container with mixed greens. So there's a couple of different lettuces. There's also sprouting broccoli, a basil, and a dazzling blue kale. In the front here, this is a chirimoya plant. It's not looking too good. Here we have multiple plants of parsley. Next to this container, this is a asparagus plant that is dormant. And then right behind that, I have a cactus that also planted from a cutting. But it is really small because it's in a small container. Now it's chaya, and then right in front of it we have a grape vine, and next to it we have a mulberry from cutting that also looks like it's taking. Behind it we also have a pink camellia. This one I also grew from seed, which is so exciting. Next to it, I have a gooseberry plant. This is the last section of the garden that we'll take a look at today. We're only going to look at the main or larger pots, and the other ones at another time. There's a zucchini plant. Now we also have some carnations and some calendula in the front. The next container here contains a boysenberry plant and also a mix of lettuce, and also a calendula here in the front. So this one is Merlot. This one is a winter lettuce, and this one on the next is endive. Here we have some blackberries plant in the back, surrounded at the base with a mix of lettuce. Here I have a lemon balm plant in a pot, and here is some tomatoes. This is a tomato that overwinter, so you can see it's kind of sad looking, but it's still producing tomatoes. And there's basil in the front. Here there's another tomato as well, and you have some sugar snap peas on the base. Next to it we have another tomato. You can see that there still have a couple of tomatoes on them. The next container is another tomato, specifically the cherry tomato. This is the sun gold as well, and it also had some snow peas at the base. You can see some tomatoes there. The container also has some snow peas that are kind of climbing up on the tomato. The next container here is has some sugar snap peas, a dazzling blue kale, and some broccoli plants, and a basil. Here we have, in this large pot, we have some epazote growing, some parsley, and some mint. This is also a vining plant called a Madeira vine, which can also be similar to spinach. Alright, so that wraps our garden tour for today. So next time we're gonna go over these green stalks as well as other things that I'm growing for the summer. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.